We have all binge on something, whether it is video games or TV shows. But when it comes to binge eating, it is characterized by episodes of consuming large quantities of food in a short period while feeling a loss of control, often in response to emotional triggers such as stress, boredom, or negative self-image. This behavior can lead to a range of physical and psychological consequences, including weight gain, low self-esteem, and a sense of shame or guilt. I have been in your place a long time ago, having all the above binging habits, especially with food. So worry not, in this video, I will teach you what I do to stop binge eating. Number 1, identify triggers to effectively tackle binge eating. Understanding your triggers is one of the most important way. Picture this. You've had a long day at work, deadlines looming over you like dark clouds, and as you finally collapse onto the couch at home, exhausted and drained, a wave of stress washes over you. Suddenly the craving hits. That insatiable desire for something sweet, salty, or comforting to soothe your frazzled nerves. You find yourself standing in front of the pantry, mindlessly reaching for whatever seems to offer temporary solace. But the relief is fleeting, replaced by guilt and shame as you realize you've once again succumbed to the urge to binge. Sound familiar? Identifying your triggers is like shining a light into the darkness of your mind, uncovering the underlying reasons behind your binge eating episodes. Perhaps it's stress from work or school, loneliness, boredom, or even certain social situations that leave you feeling vulnerable and out of control. By pinpointing these triggers, you can begin to take back control of your eating habits and make positive changes to break free from the binge eating cycle. Start by paying close attention to your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors before, during, and after a binge episode. Notice any patterns or common themes that emerge. Are there specific situations or emotions that consistently precede a binge? Are there certain foods that you're more likely to crave during these times? Once you've identified your triggers, you can start to develop healthier coping mechanisms to address them. Instead of turning to food as a source of comfort or distraction, find alternative ways to manage your emotions and stress. Remember, identifying your triggers is not about placing blame or feeling ashamed of your behavior. It's about gaining insight into your own mind and taking proactive steps to overcome binge eating for good. You have the power to break free from the cycle and create a healthier, happier relationship with food and yourself. All you need is to find the root cause and focus on it. Number 2, keep a food diary. Once you find the root cause, write it down. Keep a journal to track what you eat, when you eat, and how you're feeling at the time. Take notes on the underlying reasons of your binge eating episode, your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors before, during, or after a binge. By documenting your eating habits in this way, you gain a deeper understanding of the factors that influence your food choices and behaviors, empowering you to make positive changes and break free from the cycle of binge eating. Now that you have known the triggers to your binge eating, documenting it will save you a lot of confusion. Making the problems clear will help you solve the problem more effectively. Number 3, address underlying issues. Addressing underlying issues is akin to embarking on a journey of self-discovery. After recognizing the triggers and patterns revealed in your food diary, it's like peeling back the layers of an onion to get to its core. Once you've identified the external factors contributing to binge eating, it's time to delve deeper into the emotions and experiences driving these behaviors. Picture this. You've diligently recorded every meal and snack, noting not just what you ate, but also how you felt before, during, and after each episode of overeating. As you review your entries, you begin to notice a recurring theme. Moments of stress, anxiety, or loneliness that seem to precede your binges. But beneath these surface emotions lies a wealth of hidden pain, unresolved trauma, and unmet needs that have been quietly influencing your relationship with food for years. It's a daunting prospect, confronting these deep-seated issues, but it's also a necessary one if you want to break free from the cycle of binge eating. Imagine sitting down with yourself, opening up about your struggles, and exploring the memories and beliefs that have shaped your behavior. With each session, you peel back another layer, gaining insight and understanding into the root causes of your binge eating. Maybe it's a childhood trauma that left you feeling unworthy, or a series of failed relationships that shattered your self-esteem. Whatever the case may be, addressing these underlying issues is the key to healing and transformation. It's about rewriting the script of your life, reclaiming your power, and forging a new, healthier relationship with food and yourself. So take a deep breath, summon your courage, and take that first step on the path to healing. You may stumble along the way, but with each stumble, you'll grow stronger, more resilient, and more determined to overcome your underlying issues once and for all. Number 4, practice mindful eating. Practicing mindful eating is the natural progression in your journey towards overcoming binge eating, following the identification of triggers and the exploration of underlying issues. It's like the bridge that connects your awareness of external and internal factors to your actions in the present moment. Picture this, armed with insights from your food diary and therapy sessions. You sit down to a meal with a newfound sense of curiosity and compassion. Instead of mindlessly devouring your food, you approach each bite with intention, noticing the colors, textures, and flavors with all your senses. As you eat, you pay attention to your body's hunger and fullness cues, eating when you're truly hungry and stopping when you're satisfied. This mindful approach not only helps you enjoy your food more fully, but also prevents overeating by bringing awareness to the present moment and breaking the cycle of automatic eating. It's about reclaiming control over your eating habits and cultivating a deeper connection with yourself and your body. With each mindful meal, you strengthen your ability to tune into your body's signals, making it easier to navigate challenging emotions and situations without turning to food for comfort. Number 5, establish regular eating patterns. It's like the steady rhythm that guides your footsteps as you navigate the twists and turns of the path to recovery. Instead of erratic eating patterns dictated by emotions or external triggers, you establish regular meal times that provide stability and nourishment for both body and mind. This approach not only helps regulate your appetite and energy levels, but also reinforces the mindfulness and self-awareness cultivated through previous practices. As you honor your body's natural hunger and fullness cues and prioritize nutritious, satisfying meals, you gradually regain trust in your ability to meet your nutritional needs without resorting to binge eating. It's a process of relearning and rewiring your relationship with food, one meal at a time, and it requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. Number 6, build coping skills and a hobby. Building coping skills is a vital aspect of your journey to overcome binge eating. Complementing the progress made in identifying triggers, exploring underlying issues, practicing mindful eating, and establishing regular eating patterns, you set out to develop healthier ways of coping with stress, emotions, and cravings. Instead of turning to food as a default coping mechanism, you explore alternative strategies such as deep breathing, journaling, mindfulness exercises, or engaging in hobbies and activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. These coping skills not only provide immediate relief in challenging moments, but also serve as powerful tools for preventing relapses and maintaining progress over the long term. Because let's face it, setbacks are a natural part of the recovery process, and relapses may occur along the way. And you can't imagine how many times I have relapse, even when I have completed all 5 steps mentioned. But it is not until I build a coping skill and hobby, which is exercise and bodybuilding, that I can finally get out of the vicious cycle of relapsing. But your coping skill doesn't necessarily be the same as mine. Find something you like, be it reading, art, music, or even watching a movie or gaming. Number 7, distract yourself. Once you had found a way to cope yourself, distract yourself with it. Whenever you find yourself having the urge to overeat, distract yourself by engaging in a hobby. By redirecting your attention to these alternative activities, you create a buffer between yourself and the impulse to binge, giving yourself the time and space to regain control over your behavior. Additionally, distraction techniques can help disrupt the automatic patterns of behavior associated with binge eating, making it easier to break free from the cycle over time. Number 8, practice self-compassion. Practicing self-compassion emerges as a fundamental component in your journey to overcome binge eating. Imagine this: you embark on the path of self-discovery and healing from the trauma, fully aware that relapses and moments of struggle are inevitable parts of the process. Instead of berating yourself for perceived failures or shortcomings, you choose to approach yourself with kindness, understanding, and acceptance. You recognize that binge eating is not a reflection of your worth as a person, but rather a coping mechanism rooted in deeper emotional and psychological factors. By practicing self-compassion, you create a safe space within yourself to acknowledge your struggles without judgment and to offer yourself the same care and compassion you would extend to a loved one facing similar challenges. This shift in perspective not only eases the burden of self-criticism, but also fosters resilience and inner strength, empowering you to navigate obstacles with grace and perseverance. Moreover, self-compassion acts as a powerful antidote to the shame and guilt often associated with binge eating, allowing you to cultivate a more positive and nurturing relationship with yourself. So, the next time you find yourself grappling with the aftermath of a binge eating episode, remember to be kind to yourself, to acknowledge your humanity, and to embrace the journey of healing with compassion and self-love. Number 9. Join a support group. Sometimes you can't do it alone, even when you can. Why should you? Instead of shouldering the burden of binge eating alone, you embrace the opportunity to connect with fellow members of the support group, exchanging stories, sharing strategies, and offering mutual encouragement in a safe and non-judgmental space. These connections foster a sense of belonging, reinforcing the understanding that you're not alone in your struggles and that together you can overcome challenges with strength and resilience. Furthermore, participating in support groups provides an invaluable opportunity to learn from others who have walked a similar path, gaining insights, perspectives, and coping mechanisms that can propel you forward on your journey to recovery. Whether it's attending group meetings, engaging in online forums, or connecting with peers, the support offered within these groups can serve as a beacon of hope and empowerment, illuminating the path toward healing and transformation. So don't hesitate to reach out and connect with others who understand your journey. Within the embrace of a supportive community, you'll find the strength, encouragement, and solidarity needed to navigate the challenges of binge eating, and even having the chance to help someone with the same problem. Number 10. Seeking professional support. By seeking professional support, professionals are able to work collaboratively with you to explore the root causes of binge eating, develop personalized coping strategies, and foster lasting behavior change. Their expertise equips you with the tools and resources needed to navigate challenges, overcome setbacks, and cultivate a healthier relationship with food and yourself. Moreover, seeking professional support, while actively engaging in the other 9 coping mechanisms, can amplify your progress, helping you break free from destructive patterns more efficiently and sustainably. By integrating professional guidance with self-awareness, peer support, and proactive coping strategies, you create a comprehensive framework for healing that addresses the physical, emotional, and psychological dimensions of binge eating disorder. So don't hesitate to enlist the expertise of trained professionals who can accompany you on your journey to overcome binge eating. Hope you will find this video useful. If you have any more ways to overcome binge eating, share with us in the comment section below. And we'll see you in the next video. Eat well.